It's meal prep time! Meal prep time! Meal prep time. Let's meal prep! Hey y'all, it's Erica with Time to Shrink. It's time to do meal prep. It's that time. I'm not feeling awesome this week. I have a cold, so the first thing I want to get going is a soup. So I'm going to do like a spin on a buffalo chicken dip, but turn it into a soup. I'm going to put my Instant Pot on soup and then just load everything in there and let it go. It is coldish. I want to say cold, but coldish here in South Carolina, but very rainy. Ooh, that was hot. Ooh, Steam City. Sorry, y'all. There we go. Those smell very Chipotle. I think that's gonna give this a great taste. And I'm gonna dump 2 cans of chicken. Now I'm gonna add in this cauliflower rice, just to give it some body and give it some veggies in there. This was half a cup. It's a block of cream cheese. I've got some cheese. This is cheese that I had shredded. So there's half a cup. Let's give that a stir. Got some chicken stock. If I can open it, y'all. Oh my gosh. Let's measure in this again. Half a cup. Oh, another half a cup. All right, so that's 2 cups total of chicken stock, y'all. Now we're just gonna get some seasoning in here. The Chipotle peppers, the Rotel Chipotle is really gonna give this a lot of seasoning. I don't think we need too much, but I am trying to make this similar to my Buffalo Ranch dip. I always use some ranch, so we're gonna do a tablespoon of ranch seasoning. And I think this is all I'm gonna do, y'all. When it's finished and I taste it, we'll adjust and see what we need to add at that point. So we're gonna get the lid on. We're just gonna let it do its thing while we finish the rest of meal prep. I'm gonna cook 2 things of hot sausage, half in the egg bake and half will go into, half egg bake, half jalapeno poppers. Goodness gracious. So I'm just using Jimmy Dean hot sausage. We really like this. It's not super spicy, but it just has a really good flavor. Just gonna get this mashed up and let it brown. So I'm just going to get my jalapenos prepped. What we're gonna do is stuff these with a mixture of sausage and cream cheese and wrap them in bacon and cook them off, and they'll just be a really good snack for during the week. All right, we're gonna start getting our eggs together. Just gonna do a dozen eggs. I'm gonna use some salsa and some cheese and a little bit of heavy cream. This is what's gonna go into my jalapenos. So it's some ground sausage and some cream cheese, and then I'll probably add some cheddar cheese into this mix also. I'm just gonna let this sit for a minute with the warm sausage so that it gets it to the point where it's easy to combine. All right, now I'm going to make some burgers for us to grill later in the week. This is a steak burger blend from my local grocery store. I've never tried this before, so we shall see. So this is 2 pounds, and to that we're just gonna get the seasonings going. This is just pepper. So some cracked black pepper. So this is salt. This is Trader Joe's everyday seasoning. Y'all, my lip, I rubbed the top of my lip after touching the jalapenos, and my lip is on fire. On fire. Ooh. This is why you wear gloves when you cut jalapenos, y'all. This garlic spread, Worcestershire sauce is gonna go in. Now we're just gonna get this combined. You wanna mess with your beef as little as possible because it will get a little bit tough. Now I'm just gonna form patties about like that. The last thing that I do is I take a little bit more Worcestershire sauce and just kind of put it over the top, let it marinate into the beef. I'm just going to get these burgers into a Ziploc bag so that I can set them in the refrigerator and forget about them until I'm ready to cook them later. I'll probably make them as cheeseburgers. I'm going to prep my jalapeno poppers. So about half a cup of cheese I'm adding to that. So this is some sausage, some cheese, and some cream cheese. I'm just gonna get a little bit on my spoon and just stuff these jalapenos. These are some spicy jalapenos, y'all. Look at this, y'all. That's all I had left is like 1 spoon, which I totally think I can just load onto a couple of these. In my opinion, I want the bacon to wrap really, really well so that it holds the stuffing in. I use an entire piece of bacon for each half. Made 20 jalapeno poppers. I'm going to put them in a 400-degree oven. One of the tricks is you want to put them into a cold oven. Do not preheat your oven. Never preheat your oven with bacon. That is also true if you're going to cook it on the stovetop. You don't want to add it to a hot pan. You want to start it cold. That's always true with bacon. You'll always get a better result. So these are going in to a cold oven, and I'm so excited to eat these. But y'all, my lips are on fire. On fire. Look how red. I don't know why I touched them, but don't touch your face with jalapeno hands, y'all. Like, so on freaking fire. My lips are on fire. All right, I can't sing. I'm gonna shut up. I put them on parchment paper just to make sure they don't stick. I put the bacon wrapped jalapenos in the middle rack. I may move them up towards the end to finish getting real crispy, but I'm gonna start them in the middle. And I'm going to turn my oven on 400. All right, y'all, let's take a look at the soup. I just took the top off. It looks yummy. And the cream cheese is definitely all melted. There's no lipstick on, y'all. That's all jalapeno. Okay. That was really good. I think I'm gonna add some sour cream for creaminess and a little bit more cheese, but it is so good. Sour cream. Get a fresh spoon. I'm gonna add about half a cup of sour cream. And I'm just gonna add another half a cup of cheese. So I'm thinking that I might top this with some blue cheese also. Oh my gosh, y'all, you know what I didn't put in here was the hot sauce. Hot sauce of your choice. This is Texas Pete because I barely had any left. Frank's Red Hot. I didn't have enough of either of them to do all of one, but I don't think it'll matter. There we go. That's what's gonna give it that extra kick. Doesn't that look good, y'all? The next thing we need to do is get this egg bake finished. This is gonna be super meaty, but Jackson's gonna love that. We're just gonna get the eggs right over the top of it. Would you like a little bit of eggs with your sausage? Because everything's better with cheese, right? Cheesy cheese, cheese. Throwing things over here, y'all. All right, these are jalapenos. I should have bought one extra fresh and I could have topped these with fresh. These are just regular pickled jalapenos, but it doesn't matter. So this is going in a 350-degree oven for about 35 to 45 minutes. I usually check it at 35 and go from there. Now that I have this pan empty, I am going to add the chorizo into this pan and cook it, let it cool, and then we'll store it for when I'm ready to make the stuffed poblano peppers. All right, while this chorizo is cooking up, I'm going to roast my poblanos on the stovetop since I'm gonna be standing over here anyways. So I'm just gonna turn these gas elements on back here and throw these poblano peppers right over. So I've got my poblano peppers just over the flame, open flame, and we're gonna get these nice and charred while we're cooking our chorizo. chorizo is about done. Alright, so I put these peppers into this bag, and we're just going to let them steam for a few minutes, and then when they're cool enough to touch, I'm going to peel that skins right off of it. Bacon getting ready to go in the oven. I did the twisty style so I could fit it all on the sheet. And then there's the chorizo cooling so that I can put it in the refrigerator, and it'll be ready for stuffing my poblano peppers. My jalapeno poppers, I'm moving up to the top. They are exploding a little bit, but they're still gonna taste awesome. And then I just put my bacon in. And usually I don't put bacon in a hot oven. I like to start it in a cold oven, but I wanna get it done. All right, you see that? It's just coming right off. Or what? Oh, that's nice. All right, yeah, use a spoon. That's working beautifully. So here they are. Tedious and not fun, but they're gonna taste delicious. Jalapeno poppers out of the oven. Yum. Gonna let those cool and then get them packed up. I am gonna sit down and take a break from meal prep and eat this delicious buffalo chicken soup. I put a little bit of blue cheese right on top. Cannot wait to eat this. Pulling my egg bake out. Doesn't that look yummy? Bacon is out, and I forgot to show this part, but this is my bacon grease. I always pour it through a strainer and save it to cook with. So I've got quite a bit today. I'm craving chocolate ooey gooey. Look at that. This is called chocolate cobbler. It is from Carolyn Ketchum in this Easy Keto Desserts. She is my absolute favorite recipe blogger, and she has a couple cookbooks. Just love her. So these are my dry ingredients here. She does use whey protein in this, and unflavored whey protein, and she uses almond flour, which I'm out of. I'm crossing my fingers that this Trim Healthy Mama flour is going to do the trick, because I so want this to be yummy. So this is all my dry ingredients already mixed and ready to go. I'm just going to add my wet and then get this in a pan in the oven. It said 325, and I will share with you how it turns out. Wet ingredients going in. All it is some butter and some cream. Half a cup of cream, a fourth a cup of butter. But we're just going to get it whisked together, and then it said to put it in an 8x8 pan, so I have this pan greased. I just kind of wet my hand and pressed it down in there. It's a trick I learned when I first started eating gluten-free. This is going to go in a 325-degree oven until it is finished. I think this is 35 to 40 minutes. This is what the Trim Healthy Mama baking blend looks like. I get it on Amazon or on their website, but I wanted to share with you what's in it and what makes it different than almond flour. It's a mixture of flours. It has oat fiber, coconut flour, flax meal, collagen, and almond flour. And then the glucomannan is kind of a trick ingredient that helps baked goods that don't have any gluten in them come together well. So this is my favorite for almost everything I've used it in, I've loved. The other thing that makes this great is it's less calorically dense because it's not just almonds. So it's 60 calories for a fourth a cup, and it has 12 carbs, but it has 10 insoluble fiber, 11 total fiber. So it's actually a little better than just almond flour calorically, and it is better than almonds because there's a little less of an omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, which is a big deal when you're worrying about inflammation. So I really do prefer to use this whenever I possibly can. And usually it substitutes pretty well. So I will let you know how it works out. And we will check on you in 35 minutes. Please be yummy. Please, please. Chocolate cobbler out of the oven. It didn't really it said it should puff up a little bit. It didn't. I'm thinking with the Trim Healthy Mama flour, maybe I should have used a little bit of extra liquid because it does have that oat fiber and coconut fat soak up liquids. thinking I probably should have used a little more liquid, but it smells awesome, and I'm gonna let it cool just a little bit, and then I'm gonna try it out with some whipped cream.
Oh, you want me to talk?
I thought you said you were helping.
I am, but I thought you were going to talk behind it.
Okay.
I don't know what we're doing.
Okay, I'll talk. Hey everybody, I am feeling really sick. He's gonna help me out on finishing up meal prep. So he's going to get some cheese grated here first, and then we'll get some lunches made for the kids. If meal prep is helpful on a regular week, it's super duper helpful on a week that you don't feel good. So even if you're having a rough day, getting it done is gonna make the rest of the week of not feeling so hot so much easier. So even though I'm running a fever and I have a cold, we're gonna get this done. All right, now we're gonna get to doing lunches for the kids.
How much almond flour do you use?
A cup of almond flour and a cup of the cheese.
Just a cup of cheese?
Actually, are we doubling? Are we doing both of those rolls?
Yeah, but can we do it both in this bowl at the same time?
Yeah.
Like flatten this flour or not?
No, it doesn't have to be exact with this recipe.
So do we need 2 cups?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're making sausage balls. Got our Jimmy Dean sausage. 2 cups of almond flour already put in the bowl. You guys just weren't here for that. And then 2 cups of cheese. Is that a cup?
That's fine.
This is the cheese we just grated, of course. This is Jimmy Dean hot sausage. We like the hot sausage. It's expensive and it's not on sale, y'all. I like to buy it when it's 2 for $5. Not today. It was. I was surprised when the register rang up.
Where'd you go?
Publix. Now we just mix it?
Just mix it with your hands. And then we'll see if we need to add more of anything.
More almond flour into the sausage balls because it looks like it needs it.
Half a cup.
Half a cup.
Half a cup.
Keep going. I want half a cup. That should be about right.
There we go.
And sausage balls going into the oven. Looks like it's at 375. I don't know how long, but I'm sure if you've watched this before, you've seen sausage balls made. I'm guessing 20-ish minutes. Oh. It's gonna help if I put them in the oven that's actually on. I was wondering why it didn't feel hot up there. That would have been pretty hysterical. All right, there we go. Sausage balls are in.
Sausage balls out of the oven.